What's up everybody, this is Danny and this is the Huawei P40 Pro and I've been using it for about 48 hours, so I want to unbox it, show you what comes inside of the box, and share a little bit what it's like to use this phone and my first impressions. And then I'm going to give you some samples from this new camera system. It's a beast. The box is very familiar, it keeps the tradition going with the clean aesthetic. Of course, you're greeted with the phone first. We will put that to the side and see what else comes with the phone. You get a SIM ejector tool on top of this smaller box, and what's awesome is that inside of this box you get a clear case. It's a thin and flexible case. I will show you what it looks like on in just a little bit. You get a USB-A to USB-C cord, standard affair. You also get some USB-C headphones included since this phone does not have a headphone jack. Sad to say, but I think we can officially retire that jack in 2020. And finally, you get a Huawei supercharged 40-watt power brick. This charges incredibly fast, so I'll be comparing some of the other phones in a charging comparison soon, so stay tuned for that. This is the P40 Pro. There is a P40 and also a P40 Pro Plus, which do have some differences. I have the matte gray version. This glass is beautiful. It has a nice subtle gradient to its light refraction. I love the finish. The P40 Plus has a new ceramic finish, which I can't wait to test out, but I think that's coming out in June, so I can't wait to get that soon. I'm definitely gonna put this case on before I drop it. I'm known to break phones right away, but the fit is very, very nice. It even protects the corners, so if you do lay this flat on a surface, you will definitely get some screen protection, and it protects the camera system and flushes out that camera bump. The display is a quad curve 6.58 inch 2640 by 1200 OLED with 90 Hz refresh rate. I know it does not translate to video well since I shoot in 24 frames per second, but is very responsive and fluid and supports DCI P3 HDR with a 19 by 8 by 9 aspect ratio. If you end up buying the smaller P40, you will get a 6.1 inch display. The display itself looks really good. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. It's bright, sharp, and colorful. If you're wondering, you can run 90 Hz at full resolution, or you can run it at 60 Hz, and you can put it on smart resolution where it will bump up the resolution when it sees fit. The quad curve is very interesting. It swoops up here on the four corners, and it's definitely unique. The thing that I had to get used to are the corners where the keyboard pops up. It does obstruct things a little bit, but I got used to it pretty quickly. Let me know what you think about this. There is an in-display fingerprint scanner, just as fast as the previous models, if not a little bit faster, and there's also super fast face unlock. This phone is very powerful, but I appreciate the size of the phone. Here it is next to the P30 Pro. It's very similar in size, so you can get a good idea. And here it is next to the Mate 30 Pro. Also very similar in size. The P40 Pro is slightly wider though, which I think feels nicer in the hand. Here is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, just for fun, just in case you own one of these and want to see the difference in size. The closest I would say in size to another Android phone is the Galaxy S20 Plus. The camera system is for sure larger on the Huawei, but the S20 Plus is actually a little bit taller, so that's a good reference for size. But the S20 Ultra is just huge in comparison. It's bigger in every way, and it's also much, much heavier. The chipset inside is the Kirin 990 paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. I'm surprised they went with 8GB of RAM, but I have not seen any issues in performance so far. It's been super quick and responsive, but I do need to use this a little bit more to make that determination, so make sure you hit that notification bell for the full review coming up in the near future. The operating system is Android 10 open source, but there is no Google Play Store support here as expected. There is the Huawei app gallery pre-installed, so there are some apps here like Snapchat, Amazon, TikTok, and Telegram, so the library is growing. My immediate workaround is the Amazon App Store. There are some choices here that can fill in the gap. There are some more games here too. I was able to install Twitter and Instagram, so my social media apps are good. I can't live without those or share pictures, and I was also able to get Spotify on there, so I'm able to listen to music. So for everyday stuff, I'm pretty good. I was also able to sideload Chrome with no issue, so that gave me the browser I wanted. I'm just missing the YouTube app. I tried it and it doesn't work for now, but you can use Chrome to watch YouTube, so I will give some updates along the way on social media and on my follow-up video. I was also able to sideload Nova Launcher and customize my layout. EMUI 10 is cleaning up very well and has some great new features. but I do this to most of my Android phones, so no offense here, Huawei. The camera system gets a nice upgrade on the P40 Pro. The 32 megapixel front-facing camera looks very similar to the S10 Plus's dual cutout from before, but there is a secondary IR and depth sensor in between the two sensors. That's an ambient and proximity sensor to work together for the face unlock at night and gesture-based navigation. Also, the depth sensor works well from what I've tested, nice bokeh and edge detection. The back camera array is where it gets serious. It has one of the biggest but most elegant camera bumps and will affect lay on the tapeability, if that's a word, but there is a reason why, trust me. The main sensor is an f1.9 50 megapixel 1/1.28 inch sensor. This is the biggest size sensor in a smartphone at this moment. There is also a 12 megapixel 5x optical zoom telephoto lens, 40 megapixel f1.8 ultra wide angle cine lens, and also a time of flight sensor. The P40 Pro Plus that's coming out later will end up having, I think, a world's first dual zoom lenses. It will have a 10x optical zoom and also a 3x optical zoom, and will also be able to zoom up to 100 times to compete with the Ultra. So I can't wait to try that one. There is a 4200 milliamp hour battery inside, and while it's too early for me to talk about battery, I need to use this a little bit more. It has been solid so far. This phone also supports 40-watt wireless charging, which I don't think any other phone does right now. If it does, let me know in the comments below. I'm pretty sure I have to buy the official Huawei charger for that, so as soon as I get it in, I'll let you know how fast this charges. I got a chance to take a walk with this camera and I got some pictures and video. Very impressive. The OIS and EIS super stabilization is very impressive for a handheld video. I hate to keep pressing this narrative ever since the ban and the whole situation. This is probably one of the best phones that you probably can't buy, especially if you live in the United States. I wish it wasn't this way. In terms of pricing, they announced it in euros as usual. So P40 will go for 799 euros. The P40 Plus will go for 999 euros, available in early April. And then the P40 Pro Plus, that's a mouthful, will go for 1399 euros. So that is expensive, but it's meant to compete at the very, very top. But if I heard correctly, that will not be available till June. So I will be doing a lot more on this phone, especially a lot more camera comparisons when I can get out more. I know everybody's trying to stay safe right now, and I'm not going to risk public health to go out there and do a ton of camera comparisons, but I do have some coming up. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Here are some samples that I did take, and I think you're really going to enjoy. So let me know in the comment section what you think about these camera samples. I think it has a lot of potential here, and I think it's one of the best this year. So I will see you guys in the next one.